What's going on YouTube? V here. So today I want to talk about the market and all its contents. But before I begin, guys, I just want to say I'm doing articles now. I was originally going to create a website in order to do like articles about the market and everything, basically circumventing that. I decided to create a blog and just try it out first. If it does really well, I'll create a website. I have no problems doing that. But I want to make sure like people will read it. If people are not going to read it, why buy a website? Because if it dies, I'll have to put that bitch on like 404 parking. That's kind of boring. But the website's over here. Link's gonna be below, guys. It's YuGiOh I already posted it to a couple of people, and they like the articles. And I think I posted 2 articles. I think I'm gonna add a 3rd article today. But the current one right now has to do with this over here. YuGiOh MarketWatch OTS Pack 8 prediction and valuation of the Ultimate Rares, and seeing what's gonna happen to the current value of some of these Ultimate Rares, the price value, and talk about the future value of these cards. And once again, like I said, if the blog reads really well, I'm gonna buy a website. I'm gonna slap the blog on there, and I would love to have other writers come in and really create like a project out of this, guys. And I would love to know if you guys would like that a lot. Comment below. I would really greatly appreciate that. But going right into it, guys, OTS pack for Instant Fusion is going higher and higher in the market. We're seeing the market price value hold around $46, and looking at it, it's almost near $50. I'm dead, like, this card has not signaled gonna be banned anymore in its history other than like now. I think this card absolutely is a great ban target. I know a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players, well, like 2 or 3 in the comment section are definitely going to disagree with me, but this card has been a problem card throughout many formats it's been involved in. It's been involved in Zoo format and made that deck even more better, and now here we are in the future formats in which this card is literally abusing those future decks. Like, I don't understand why everyone has such a problem with this card being hit. It's literally broken all these formats. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great banless hit. But going into it, guys, it is increasing in value. Once the banless hits, obviously it's going to be decreasing in value. Up next on the Ultimate Rare from OTS Pack to OTS Pack 1 is Vanity's Fiend. Market price should be roughly around $16. We're seeing here roughly around that same price as well. I don't understand why this card never gets hit in the ban list. Like, we had a problem with the Vanity's Emptiness, which is like a trap version of this card. This card's way better. And we're entering more of a format that's going to have aggressive combo-based decks. And Vanity's Fiend is one of the best cards out there to slap on the board to just shut that down. And a lot of decks don't really have an answer for this card. Literally, we're seeing decks take out like Twin Twister and putting in that like Dino Wrestler Prankertops, which you can't really do much against. I mean, you can special summon, I think you can special summon, you can try to run over this card, but nevertheless, it's still not as good. Like, your opponent that has all these combo-based decks is gonna lose the card like Vanity's Fiend. One of the best decks that abuses is Burning Abyss. Like, Burning Abyss abuses cards so goddamn easily, and yeah, it wouldn't be surprising to see like Burning Abyss versus like Gokis, if they're still around, or Strikers, and go on Vanity's Fiend first turn. Obviously, that can try to have outs for this, but it's so hard and it kills a lot of their combo, and that's basically what Vanity's Fiend's there. It's like, I'm not going to kill you. If I kill you, cool, but I'm just going to slow you down. I'm just going to shut your shit down slow. Like, you're going to have to give a lot of resources to get rid of this one card. Had I put 2 on the board, well then, you basically play the game of trying to get rid of Vanity's Fiend while I punch your face in. Like, that's literally what this card is. And looking at the Ultimate Rare price, it's roughly $16. It's not a bad price point. I'm not sure if it's going to go down. I was hoping to go down a lot more, but $16 is decent. I don't know. I'm in a weird spot with this card. Shadow Beast from Astral Pack is another card that's going up in value. We're seeing the market price show about $5. And you're seeing it over here at $5. Only 2 pages. You see a lot of 1s and 2s. There's a 4 right there at $5.49. There's a high of, with 30, roughly around $7 for Shadow Beast Super Rare of this card. Did I say Ultimate Rare? Anyway, this card's just going up in value because Shadows. It just Shadows. Every ban list, this is going to happen. And you think this is bad, the more we don't see Shadow Construct on the ban list, the higher these cards are going to get. Obviously, when Shadow Construct comes off the bans, inevitably, Beast and Construct will go really high in value, but they're going to cool down, and when we have more ban lists, they won't do this crazy stuff we're seeing. As we move forward in the ban list, every ban list from this point on, we're going to see like Shadow Beast go up in value, we're going to see Construct go up in value, until they finally until Construct comes off the ban list. That's what's going to happen, so that's what we're seeing here. Up next, MST, one of my favorite cards. This card was $25 forever. When Cosmic Cyclone was like the card because of like Dracos, everyone forgot about MST. Went as low as $18. Market price should be about $36. We're seeing it over here roughly about $38 for this card. I told everybody, get your playsets, hold your playsets. Hopefully you guys listen and have a playset of ulti MSTs. It's a beautiful looking card. It's a great ulti, and it's a staple card. Yeah, we have Twin Twisters, and yes, It is showing a lot of dominance in strikers, but ultimately MST is the backbone staple. It's the clear 1-for-1. It's the get rid of your floodgate card. And I think this card is huge. And I think the fact that this card was really underlooked a lot of times as I was doing my market watches, hopefully, like I said, you guys got yours, shows that, you know, the price is really spiking high because not many people stocked up on OT MSTs. Up next, let's talk about Duel Saga. So we're seeing this set finally cool down. BLS is still having a little bit of a high price. Vylon definitely cooled down because everyone has theirs, and the ban list coming. Imperial Order never changed actually, but effect failures is roughly around $6, and we're starting to see more effect failures hit the market, 38 of them. This card was bought out for a long while because it was a gorgeous ultra rare. Duel Saga, by the way, is probably my favorite ultra rare rarity out there right now in Yu-Gi-Oh! Rescue Cat also is cooling down. Dark Lore was like 4s, it's cooling down. So we're seeing Duel Saga cool down. I really want to know if Konami afterwards, looking at Duel Saga is going to make Duel Saga Part 2, because this was a great set. This was a great rarity. I really wish Konami just does that again, because it was a phenomenal reprint set. And I mean, even though it was really expensive, these boxes were like $15, I still think there was so much good value. Not even at the moment of release, there was good value after the release. Obviously, there were some chaser cards, but as we see, a lot of these chaser cards didn't do much. It's for the most part, they all went down in value. And random cards like BLS and Vylon and Fekvilla were the MVPs of this box after it was released after a while, and it was just hanging off in Walmart shelves. I wish you could, man, Black Friday, if you could find some of these, it's a good sale right there. Up next, Brotherhood of the Five-Fist Bear, Ultimate Rare. We can see in price trends are going up in value. You see the market price showing to be about $4.80, almost about $5, and Let You Play it's about $11. First edition version of this card is $19. Now, that's the crazy part. That's what everyone is looking at and everyone's focused on with the new Five-Fist stuff, but I'm going to tell you right now, you got Wolfbark, which is hard to find. He had a Mega 10 reprint, but still hard to find. Same thing with Rooster, another hard to find card. OT Brother of the Fire Fist Tiger King is another card that's relatively hard to find. It's increasing in value. You can see right there in the market. It is increasing. It is increasing in price trend. Like, this is another hard card to find. But the hardest card to find and the most expensive card to find would be the 5-formation Tanky Ultimate Rare. This card was, for a while, hovering around $20. $25 roughly, and we're seeing the market price showing about $31, and then we go down over here and we're seeing it almost about bought out. There's one for $40, after that it's in about $44 to $45 for OT Tankies. This card died forever, and I kept telling everybody, I said, listen, I'm telling you, you know what it is? I was doing it, but I was doing it for Boojans. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know Firefist was getting a new card, but ultimately Tanky is gonna be a good card. It's Rhoda for this one deck that is just like, you get an extra 100, one archetype, meaning Beast Wars, and gives them an extra 100 attack. Like, it's just a good card, and it's ultimate rare. Yes, there was super rare, there was crappy gold rare, I think there was commons, but like, this is the one you wanted to get, and we're seeing that now happen a lot with old stuff like Astro Pack Ultis going up in value. Marksman had a quick bio, and now that's actually cooling back down. Short print cards are also going up in value now. Bisgundi was like nothing forever. Now she's like a couple of bucks. Maestro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Get your Maestro. Just get one, get 3. If you want to R9, go ahead. But I think this is another great card. Yeah, it's not good for links, but moving forward in future formats, I think Maestro might see play. And it's a cheap ultimate rare from Astro Pack. Like, that's all you need to know. Cheap ulti from Astro Pack. Another weird thing is Try White. Price point showing in stabilization. This card only came out in Photon Shockwave. It's roughly around $2, almost $3 for this card. And you can see over here, there's not many. I guarantee once people realize, like, this is a $2 common, they're going to start getting these and throwing them in the market because, you know, good money for a random common. Another thing is beginning of the end. Another card price, I highly say you should sell. You should definitely sell this no matter what. This is being used in the FTK builds. We're seeing it in play in other decks, but mostly in FTK builds of like Dark World. And even though it's a great card, and I love this card a lot, it's not worth it. Market price trying to be roughly around $9. And then when you go over here, it's $17 for Unlimited Light You played. First edition, can we even find it? First edition is going to be about $20. Dead serious, you just don't get it, sell it. Get rid of this card. Get rid of any version of this card. Literally, any version of this card that has any amount of intrinsic value, get rid of it. It's $1.50 in Destiny Soldiers, sell them in playsets. Another card I want to talk about is YuGiOh Plant. So, we still have not gotten our plant link, Konami. I'm thinking, and once again, going back to the article I have in my blog, which I definitely recommend you guys reading, one of the things that could be in OTS Pack 9 could be the missing link cards. Could be a lot of missing cards. OTS Pack 9, which normally we get, here, I'll show you guys real quickly. Normally we get only up to 8 in everything. When it comes down to Astro Pack, we got 8. Turbo packs, we got 8. Going down over here, champion packs, 8. Tournament packs, 8. OTS pack 9 is the first ninth set of a Konami exclusive set pack, which is really interesting. This OTS pack 9 has to be blowout or a dud, hopefully a blowout. And it'd be really interesting to see OTS pack 9 actually show any relevance, actually show any, like, you know, relevance in the current state we are in YuGiOh right now, where we're missing cards like Cherubini, we're missing the Plant Link monster, we're missing a lot of good cards. And if that's an OTS pack 9, Konami, I just gotta say, I just gotta do one of these. That would be so smart of Konami to put missing Link cards in OTS Pack 9. It would force Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to run to the card shop and to play in Yu-Gi-Oh! Events. Ulti Cherubini. Yeah, there'll be a lot of money, like Crystal Needle Fiber Ulti, even more than Secret Rare Crystal Needle Fiber, which we all agree is it will be a $100 card. But it would force Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to run to the card shop. Once again, like I said, guys, definitely check out my blog here. I'm gonna be adding more articles, and the blog does really well. Like I said, I'll create a website. Would love if you guys check it out. But going back to it, Giga Plant is a card that might see play in the Plant Link deck. Obviously, in the OCG, didn't see any play, but in the OCG, they had 3 Max Cs, and Plant Links were still doing something. So you gotta be out of your mind to think that here in the TCG, if we don't get Max C off the ban list, we're gonna see Giga Plant do mad things. I really do think that. I think a lot of Plant cards will do a lot of crazy things. Once we get the Plant Link monster, of course, hopefully Aramage Jasmine gets a reprint. Konami, please. And we see other cards like that, but I think that this card's really good. With that said, only one printing in Phantom of Darkness, price point showing stabilization, looking like it's trying to hold its current price point, market price showing to be $2.80. First edition light you played, $2.32 for this card. Get this. Like, I don't even know how to explain it other than, like, get this card. Get a playset and put it aside. It's a good card. Up next, Blackwing Breeze is the Zephyr. So I'm a huge Blackwing fan. If you guys don't know, I have like 3 Blackwing decks. One of them is Fleeing German, one of them is Max Rarity, and the other one is like another rarity. I really want to show those decks on stream, on video one day maybe. I'll show you different versions. I love Blackwings a lot, but going into it, I never liked Breeze. I hate this card. I think this card is always terrible. When this card rose up in value with the what was that? The Kaiba Abyss thing that had the new Blackwings like Simoon and the new Arm Master, when this card raised up in value, I didn't like it. Looking at the market price, it's actually stabilized. Price point showing to be $13, and it's seen roughly around here for $15 to $16. The price point of this card has increased. It's artificial. Sell it. That's all I'm going to say. Nimble Sunfish also showing a stabilized price point. Price is showing to be about $8, and we're seeing it roughly around 7, 6s. It's going down in value. Let's be honest with you. This card's done nothing. It was hype initially and rose up in value, and it just died out afterwards. Get rid of Nimble Sunfish. It's useless. X-Saber Dark Soul. Okay. So let me talk about this card real quickly, because I have a deck core of X-Sabers. I mentioned in my deck course and taught how important they are. In my blogs, I'm going to be talking about deck cores, and I'll go into individual deck cores and why I think they're important for you to look at. Looking at X-Saber X-Saber Dark Soul Ultimate Rare, besides the gorgeous artwork, the market price should be about $7 and stabilized price point. We're seeing this card from lightly played, almost around 5s. You got a first edition over here at 7, one of them. Another first edition was at 7, and the price easily escalates to a higher price for Ultimate Rare X-Saber Dark Soul. Deck cores. This is important, like, especially now more than ever. I think deck cores are important because of the Link Rain stuff, but just in general, like X-Saber Ultimate Rarity, a deck core of Ultimate Rarity, high rarity cards, that's gonna be pretty hard due to the fact that Konami's not printing any more Ultimate Rares other than the Konami exclusive packs. You see what I'm saying? So hopefully you guys got on top of that. This card is still relatively cheap, but it's not going to be like that for longer. Konami's not reprinting Shiny Darkness Ultimate Rares. We're just not having it. That would be unlimited, so who cares? Speaking of Ultimate Rares, once again, Uria, Hamon, and Raviel are still high-value Ultimate Rare cards. The market price still can't keep up with the fact that these cards are so high in value. Looking at Uria real quickly, the most expensive one, lightly played, is $175. Let me tell you a little fun fact about this. I see this card in dollar binders. I have my playset of this in Ultimate Rare First Edition, lightly played, and it's gorgeous. And a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players just didn't respect this card. It came out, it was a casual favorite, and that's literally where you will see this card. It's the Ultimate Rare version of these cards in casual decks or in casual players' binders because they saw it from the show. And if you offered them a bunch of random crap, they would have traded it to you because this was a low value at the time. Looking at right now, Uria is one of the most expensive, if not, one of the most expensive Ultimate Rares we currently have in circulation amongst us players. Of course, not in Shadow Infinity has been a while. Gladiator Beast Octavius. Here's another weird one. So this card got a bunch of reprints, but market price should be about $3. Price and swing stabilization. There's only one page of Gladiator Beast Octavius. $4.50 for Unlimited Light You Played. First edition, almost $6 for Octavius. Secret Rare. Even Gladiator Beast, at their peak, never played this goddamn card. Also came out as a super rare, which is nothing, even though there's not many versions of this, and as an ultra rare, which is tons, because it was in Legend Collection 2, which is relatively not too long ago. So yeah, Gladiator Beast Octavius is worth money for the secret rare. Who would figure? Up next, Herald Arclight, another card that's worth money. It actually has a possibility, a chance, and since that has a possibility, a chance of being meta relevant, its price point is going to reflect that, and we're seeing that here right now. Heroic Dragon King Autumn. So I mentioned this, I think, last week in a Market Watch, talking about how this card is a good card. Look at our price charts, are showing stabilization. Market price is about $5, and we're seeing Unlimited Light played for $5s. Near mint roughly around $5. They're up to the same price. And once again, this is my magnet theory. Limited and near mint should not be near the same price, even for old cards. They will reflect, or they'll both move up at an angle like this. You understand? Like, okay, anyway. After that, first edition sells, though. You're gonna go to the next one. That's roughly around $6, and there's still a couple on the market. But the walls are now for this card is 6s and 4s. The last page, there's no walls at all. What I'm trying to say is, I think this is a great card. I think Konami loves dragons and spellcasters, and they're gonna always make stuff for dragons and spellcasters. It's inevitable. And I think Heroic Dragon King of Autumn will be, obviously a card that I think will see future play. Could it be, bumped up in rating, like a secret rare and like a Battles Lighter set? Sure. Can that happen? Probably not. Konami's really weird on their picks for like older cards to reprint. So it's like, your guess is as good as mine. But what I am saying is, I think this is a great card and a great hold. It's currently $6. It's very cheap. Another card is Vanity's Fiend. So I talked about this card once again not long ago as well. And I said, this is a Vanity's Fiend, Vanity's Fiend. Pretty good cards in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cannot be special summoned, but this is what I love. Monster effects can't be activated. So just slap a Magic's Fiend on board against a lot of decks and go, what do you got in your hand? Because your monsters ain't doing nothing. Anyway, Magic's Fiend from Primal Origins original print, market price showing to be about $6, price is showing increase in value. And looking at it, it's like $9 for Unlimited. First edition is going to be starting roughly around $11 for Magic's Fiend. Now, this card also got reprinted at a super rare ratio, and we're still seeing it roughly around $1, but the price points of this card is dwindling heavily. The 2015 Mega 10 version, as we keep moving away from 2015, is going to make even the super rares have value. The pages bottom out roughly around like $5, but $5 for super rare. Don't be surprised if that's what people are going to be paying for the super rare version of this card in the future. And the last thing I want to talk about is Legendary anything. Legendary Dragon in White, Legendary Magician in the Dark. Two cards that cannot be played that came out in World Superstars. Now, this card initially had a buyout. I believe Legendary Dragon in White had a buyout, and the Magician in the Dark was like $2 and went up to $8, and this is where it's hovering roughly. I'm going to tell you right now, 22 prices, 18 prices. These cards are going to be super duper, without a doubt, collector's cards. And anyone who controls these cards control that part of the Yu-Gi-Oh market, because these are going to be very hard to find. Konami evidently is not making any more World Superstars that have my favorite rarity, which is Prismatic Secret Rare. They're going to obviously move away. And cards like Legendary Dragon in White and Legendary Magician in the Dark, cards that literally say cannot be used in a duel, that little bit of forbidden text about these cards make them a little bit more special. Once again, obviously Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, blah blah blah, but these are hard cards to get. And I truly think that you're gonna want to get on top of that. There's not many. I don't think there's many walls. There's an 8-wall, 9-wall, 3 play sets. That's really it. And the card price does bottom out roughly around $28 to $30. This is a great buy, and nobody's really talking about this right now because collectors don't know about this because they're too busy working on the GX era, and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players don't care about this because you can't use it in a duel. So this is in a weird void between these two types of Yu-Gi-Oh players. Casuals like it, but who cares? They don't. I mean, they like anything that says Blue Eyes. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really want to spend this kind of money because they want to spend cheap money to buy the iconic cards. So once again, Legendary Dragon in White and Legendary Magician in the Dark are in a weird void. I guarantee the minute the casual, the collector Yu-Gi-Oh players see this, they're just gonna buy it up again. These cards are gonna hit some dumb prices. I highly recommend you get this card. That's what I'm trying to say. I highly recommend you, wherever you go, you get this card. It's gonna be a lot of money soon. If not soon, eventually in the future, it's gonna happen. It's almost a no-brainer. The OCG Prismatic Rare on an iconic card that can't be used in a duel, that is literally hard to get because World Superstars ain't getting reprinted anymore. Yeah, hard to find. Big value. Anyway, guys, your boy V. I really appreciate it, guys. Like I said, once again, please check out my Yu-Gi-Oh Yu-Gi-Oh marketwatch.blogspot.com. Ultimately, I'm going to be creating a website if this does really good. And I've been writing articles. I used to write articles a long time ago, and I got lazy. I stopped again. But now I feel really inspired to write these articles. And see how I did this whole market watch? I would love to do not only the videos, but have articles about the market watch. And my videos are about 20, maybe max 30 minutes long. But in these articles, I could go in a lot of details, even on just one card within the market watch. And we could talk about this card. And of course, on the bottom of this, people can, on the bottom of this comments, people can comment about this easily. You can just comment about the articles and talk about what you feel is right and what you feel, about certain cards, and do you think, and we create a conversation within these articles. And I really would love to know what you guys think about that. Once again, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching. Click on the link below. Always have a good day. Your boy V. Subscribe.